to wipe and it was bald. Like,
I don't understand how you gonna be naked.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
That's enough. This police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Hey guys, it's Julie here. Today's video should have been titled, "If I had to see it, so do you." Please don't fuck me. I think because I consume a lot of hair videos, the algorithm brings all sorts of hair videos to my doorstep. And sometimes the algorithm traumatizes me. I like to see the different hair looks the girlies are trying and slaying, and sometimes these hair looks try to slay me instead. I mean, I want to see the girlies eat and leave no crumbs, but I've realized that sometimes the girlies need to be put on strict diets because overfeeding is causing them to misbehave. Yeah. So I fell into a rabbit hole. At least it looks like a rabbit hole from the surface, but there were wild predators in that hole that were trying to take my life. And I'll be sharing my findings and showing you the worst hair videos I came across, and hopefully open a support group afterwards so we can help each other out in these trying times. And for those of you that contributed to my nightmares, I mean those of you that tag me in this type of videos or send them to me, you're not safe either. You need to be in these support groups because something is not right. All hands need to be on deck. The girlies have lost their minds. Because what is going on? What in the final destination are some of these hairstyles? Confiscation. We need to confiscate their phones, their internet, their devices, and their freedom. These people are walking amongst us. They're trying to blend in with the rest of society, and nobody is clocking that we're all potentially in danger. No, am I supposed to feel safe in the presence of a person who would do this? Doing a ponytail to avoid washing my hair. Yeah, a trip to the car wash will actually do this girl some good. Just stand there as if you went for sightseeing and just hope for the best. I think she needs to be quarantined if I'm keeping it real. We don't know what she can unleash if she moves too suddenly. The police needs to pull up on her and tell her,
"Keep your head where I can see it."
because there's no way. They need to handcuff her and take her away from the rest of society. Now, I don't know what she has put in her hair to make it look like that. It looks like a ton of gel, sand, rice, and one of the plagues from the Bible. I'm not sure, but I don't trust her. I don't trust someone who would willingly film a video like this and post it. I don't want to know what she's going through, but jail, immediately, in an isolated location. Whatever is wrong with her could actually be airborne, and we don't want that. We're already dealing with enough in today's society. This is the type of hairstyle I call holding on for dear life. I want to believe this woman is completely bald and someone just took an eyeliner and sketched these patterns onto her head. Surely no hairstylist would see thin, fragile hair and think, oh, let me pick the remaining 15 strands of hair and make it into the worst hairstyle of braids that exist. Even if you have a lot of hair, you see this hairstyle that people were calling the lemonade braids. When they were trending, I actually knew someone who got traction alopecia from this style. This type of style, when it's done so long and heavy with braiding hair, it puts so much tension on one side of the head. So what you have is you do this type of hairstyle and then it will start off with that area being red and sore. This person had that hairstyle in for like a month, and by the time she wanted to take it out, all the statins of the braid had raised up from the scalp and come off with her actual hair. So there was like a gaping hole on one side of her head. It started with that area being red and itchy, and by the time that hairstyle had finished dealing with her, I think that hairstylist was actually out to get her. And the braids were not even as tiny as this, but it was still a lot of stress for her scalp. So I shudder to think of what this woman's hair would look like after this hairstyle. This braider picked every single last strand of hair that was left on this woman's head and gathered them, even the hairs on her neck and her back. Who needs enemies when they have hairstylists like this? And I know you can't always say, oh, it's the braider's fault, because these clients, they'll come in asking for the most ridiculous hairstyle. But I feel like the first thing the braider should have done when she saw what the client was working with and what type of style they were going to get was to call the police.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Now that she didn't do that and went on to snatch her remaining hair and her long-term memories, they both need to answer for their crimes. This is the type of hairstyle that if she sneezes like this, 3 braids are coming clean out from the roots. I mean, looking at this, when she's ready to take it off, she can just stand under the shower and they will slide off her scalp like ink and go down the drain without any hassle. This is witchcraft. This hairstylist is into witchcraft. Yes. Cute braids. It looks okay. Oh wait. Oh my god, what is that? This hairstylist is talking about, would you rock braids with bangs? I actually just think the client's card declined when she was almost done with the hair and she sent her out like that. I mean, we're looking at an imposed walk of shame. This hairstylist is behind the camera with a gun saying, yeah, that's right, you little brats. You better smile. Yeah, turn around and show that half-done braids. That will teach you to come into the... that will teach you to come here and waste my time when you know you don't have money. Yeah, turn around and show that heat-damaged hair at the front since you want to play with me. This is not an innovation. This is punishment. The hairstylist is putting the client to work to get her money back. Also, the amount of gel on each section of braid is already an annoyance to me. One thing I don't like is seeing excess gel on the parts when braiding. You might as well have plastered cement since you don't want your pores to breathe. You see that glassy, shiny texture look that many hairstylists want to achieve so bad when braiding? This will have your scalps having permanent chessboard patterns. Fresh braids, too much gel, scalp is red and sore, and she's out here under the sun. I know her scalp is feeling radioactive shocks right now. I mean, clean parts are nice and cool though, don't get me wrong, but I think that putting gel on the scalp while parting, that's just something I can't get behind. I'm sorry. Never. She better go get her remaining braids done and also trim up her ends while she's at it. Okay? Someone tagged me to this video on TikTok. You know, I was like, what's that thing that woman says? Everybody is so creative. Everybody's an inventor. In terms of potential damage to the hair, I don't really see this hairstyle as damaging. It is very unique, I'll say that. She's using Brazilian wool to bundle everything up, and Brazilian wool is actually light, so I don't think it will pull on her hair like braiding hair. I am scared though. I'm very scared. This hairstyle terrifies me. If I see the silhouette of someone with this hairstyle coming at me at night, I will say my last prayers. It reminds me of elephant trunks. So I feel like I'm about to get mauled just by looking at them. But her natural hair looks full and juicy and healthy. So I don't think the hairstyle is bad for hair. But aesthetically, well, to each their own. It's not as bad as the others on this list. So all the best to this woman and her stylist. This kid can relate to the expression on my face as I'm watching this video. So this was a trend a long time ago. Like some 4 or 5 years back, if you can call that a long time ago, relaxed edges trend was at an all-time high. I saw so many videos from girls saying they wanted to relax their edges to have a more sleek look to their hairstyles and basically reduce the niggerish texture of their edges when they make braids. I think that's ridiculous, of course, but some managed to do the relaxers on their edges without losing their entire hair. Some were, as you can see, not so lucky.
Thinking it was gonna stay on there. No, all my edges are gone.
The way I screamed when I saw this video, I see her hair is bleached, dyed and laid to the side, and I think from what I've learned about bleach and relaxer is they don't mix well together. But was I expecting her to lose her entire hairline? No. Her edges were way too relaxed, they slipped right off her head. Tell me why I went to look up how this saga played out on this girl's page and I see her posting that she had actually used Nair hair removal cream on her edges. And she's acting like she didn't know that hair removal cream is actually, you know, hair removal. Or like she can't read.
Hey guys, today I'd love to talk about clout chaser. Who are clout chaser?
Let me tell you something. This is the most triggering video I had to watch while making this video. Like my entire body started to itch and I actually had tears in my eyes. So I made a video talking about these freakishly long braids, and I was actually exaggerating when I said that some of them almost touch the ground. But tell me why I'm actually seeing braids that are sweeping the streets, like it's actually dragging dirt behind her. This is a weapon of mass destruction. I think the braids have a life of their own. If you look at them wrong, they will rise up and strangle you. If I saw someone like this coming towards me on the road, I'm doing the sign of the cross and I'm crossing to the other side of the street. Then I'll call for help.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Because I'm definitely in danger. Okay, so I know that people do all sorts of outlandish and attention-seeking things in this day and age where content creating is paying a lot of money and things like that, but these braids are actually quite dangerous. This is a freakish accident waiting to happen. An entire final destination storyline. Also, this is very unsanitary. I can't even tell you the emotions that I feel. Just seeing that puddle of water and the braids trailing by has taken a few years from my lifespan. As someone who is germophobic, I actually want to KMS. Yes. She's walking in the midst of people and cars, but imagine someone actually stepping on the braids. I just keep imagining this guy with the wheelbarrow climbing on the hair. Hey, Chineke, Jesus. I don't even want to imagine it getting tangled up with an innocent passerby. That's attempted murder. Oh. Me, I will sue. But like, what if a car speeds by and... I can't. So I went on this girl's page and these scary braids are always making appearances on her page. Like they're part of her gimmick. It's a gimmick that she does. She thinks she's in control of the braids, but I think the braids are actually controlling her. I also think that the braids get up at night when she's sleeping and walk down the streets on their own. And thank God this is also a braided wig, because I noticed it was a wig when I was going through her videos. Like she can actually take it off when she gets home. That's supposed to make it better, right? Probably not. I saw this video where she was talking and she had the braids wrapped around her head and I was just thinking, oh my God, not the same braids that were sweeping main roads and sewage water and public gutters. Hey, God. May God help us all, though. Can't. I don't know where to start from. What do be going on, bro? So I've spoken about Koroba hairstyle before. I wouldn't recommend. Way too much tension on your crown area. You could start balding from that spot. This girl said, POV, you complimented the hairstylist for not holding it too tight. Oh, I think she held it violently. When I say I'm holding it together, this is what I mean. Nothing is escaping my grip. Again, if you have to come back home from the salon crying, taking painkillers, rubbing your head with hot water, or worse, with visible wounds on your scalp, you should not be doing that hairstyle. You should not be going to that hairstylist. I'm actually worried for the girlies, bro. Your pain tolerance is way too high for me. And she's opening rub. She's about to put balm on the open wound. Jesus. You guys are risking it all for these hairstyles, oh. Risking your money, bodily damage, and your mental health. I need a few days to recover from what I have seen in these videos. And to the person who sent me this particular video, jail. You're going to jail with this woman and her hairstylist. All of you. Immediate detention. And then you get to think about the choices you have made that led you to this point. Anyways, guys, I thought I'd put this compilation together so we can all suffer together. Because sharing is caring after all. So, what do you think? And which of these hairstyles is going on your wish list? I wish you luck as you attempt. Do subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Bye!